Good evening and welcome to the Prevent Cancer Foundation's 29th Annual Gala. I'm Jennifer Griffin, Chief National Security Correspondent for Fox News, a stage 3 triple-negative breast cancer survivor, proud member a proud member of the Prevent Cancer Foundation Board and one of tonight's co-chairs. Tonight is going to be a night of celebration. We're so grateful for the leadership of our honorary chair, Her Royal Highness Princess Ghida Talal, and our honorary patron, Her Excellency Ambassador Dina Kawar. For daring to imagine with us a world where cancer is preventable, detectable, and beatable for all. In their honor, this evening's decor, music, and menu have all been designed to transport you to the stunning country of Jordan. If you're posting on social media tonight, I encourage you to use the hashtag #PreventCancerGala to share the beauty of Jordan and the incredible work of the Prevent Cancer Foundation with your followers. And don't forget to get your bids in. The silent auction will be closing at 9:30 p.m. sharp, and you don't want to miss out on your favorite items. With your presence here tonight, you are supporting the Prevent Cancer Foundation and the work we do year-round to help people reduce their cancer risk and prevent cancer, or to detect it early, because early detection equals better outcomes. Thank you for making our work possible. From Jordan to the United States, we are coming together to save lives. Her Royal Highness, tonight's honorary chair, is also the chairperson of the King Hussein Cancer Foundation in Jordan. Before I invite her to the stage, I ask you to turn your attention to the screens as we hear a little more about the fantastic work happening at the King Hussein Cancer Center.
Bearing the name of Jordan's legendary leader, the King Hussein Cancer Center was established by King Abdullah II with a mission to provide the most advanced cancer care to every Jordanian and every Arab patient. Our internationally accredited center provides integrated space for patient care, education, and research. Our patient-centered approach to cancer care is enabled by a highly qualified medical team. KHCC's jewel in the crown, its bone marrow transplantation program, is one of the largest in the Middle East and is able to perform 300 procedures annually with success rates commensurate with international standards. Our center is equipped with the most advanced cancer care technology available. The King Hussein Cancer Foundation supports the treatment of thousands of underprivileged patients, including refugees, through our Goodwill funds. This is our story, a Jordanian institution that has grown into a world-class, life-saving cancer center.
Wow, what remarkable work. And special thanks to the staff of the King Hussein Cancer Center and Foundation who traveled from Amman to be here tonight. I now have the honor of introducing Her Royal Highness Princess Ghida Talal. Not only is she chairperson of the King Hussein Cancer Foundation, she is a devoted advocate in the fight against cancer, the wife of a cancer survivor, and a very dear friend.
Thank you, Jennifer, for your wonderful words. Honored guests, dear friends, I'm thrilled to be with you today to honor the outstanding work of the Prevent Cancer Foundation. It is always wonderful to return to the city where I spent the most beautiful years at Georgetown University. I'm grateful, thank you. I'm grateful to Jordan's embassy in the US, represented by our exceptional ambassador, Dina Kawar, for being the patron of tonight's event. And to my friend, the passionate cancer advocate, Jennifer Griffin, for inviting me to join you this evening. Tonight, I bring with me a story of success from my part of the world. It is a story of hope and optimism, of courage and perseverance. But it wasn't always this way. 25 years ago, prospects for cancer patients across the Middle East were extremely bleak. Advanced treatments that were readily available in the United States were beyond the reach of our patients. This was a reality that we could not accept. And so, the King Hussein Cancer Center, KHCC, was born. In the span of 25 years, KHCC has transformed the landscape of cancer care in the entire Middle East, offering advanced treatment to over 70,000 patients, including refugees and underprivileged patients from across the region. To date, the King Hussein Cancer Center has funded $150 million worth of cancer care, provided at no cost to thousands of refugees. From the very beginning, prevention topped our priorities. After a decade of intense early detection advocacy and public awareness campaigns around breast cancer, we succeeded in reducing by half the number of women diagnosed at the late stages of their disease. We then grappled with another stigma, that of mental health, by establishing a network of specialists to ease the emotional burden faced by cancer patients and their families. And all along, our focus has been on research, the most powerful weapon against cancer. We launched the King Hussein Cancer Award to empower and recognize the pioneering work of Arab and international scientists. Throughout our journey, we established invaluable partnerships with international leaders in the fight against cancer. Chief amongst them, the National Cancer Institute, MD Anderson Cancer Center, and St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Fighting cancer is not an option. It is a moral obligation. In this spirit, I leave you with the words of the greatest scientific mind of the Islamic civilization, Ibn Sina, Avicenna, whose medical textbooks continued to be used in Western medical schools into the 18th century. Ibn Sina said, "There are no incurable diseases, only the lack of will." We do have the will, we do have the commitment, and together we can prevent cancer from determining our fate. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Royal Highness, for sharing your inspiring work and message with all of us. It is now my pleasure to welcome another inspiring advocate to the stage, Prevent Cancer Foundation's founder, Carolyn Aldigé.
Good evening. I'm so happy to welcome all of you to the 2023 Prevent Cancer Gala. Thank you, Jennifer, for leading off the program in your usual gracious style. And thank you, Your Royal Highness, for your touching remarks. Thank you all for being here tonight. This event has been going strong for 29 years. And thanks, who knew? Thanks to your generous and unwavering support, we can work toward our vision of a world where, as Jennifer said, cancer is preventable, detectable, and beatable for all. We clap for that. We are honored to be celebrating the magnificent country of Jordan this evening and extend our most heartfelt thanks to our honorary chair, Her Royal Highness, Princess Ghida Talal. Our honorary patron, Ambassador Dina Kawar, and the King Hussein Cancer Foundation. It has been an absolute joy and pleasure to work with all of you throughout the year as we planned this event. We hope this evening's breathtaking decor, designed to reflect Jordan's rich history and unspoiled natural beauty, reminds you of home. I would encourage anyone who hasn't been there to go. Through our partnership with the Union for International Cancer Control, the UICC, we are funding fellows to train at state-of-the-art cancer facilities, and we're thrilled to be supporting fellows training at the King Hussein Cancer Center in Jordan. These fellows will bring their new skills back home and will perform valuable cancer prevention and early detection work in low and middle-income countries. The fellows have a profound impact on global cancer control, and we are truly proud to be part of this effort. I'd also like to extend my heartiest congratulations to our 2023 cancer champions, Senators Tom Carper and Shelley Capito, and my gratitude, my gratitude to our Congressional Honorary Committee, co-chaired by Senators Mark Warner and Susan Collins, and Representatives Kay Granger and Richard Neal. And we are so delighted and honored to welcome Representative Granger here tonight. Now, I ask that you hold your applause until the end, and as I take a moment to recognize the many members of the Foundation family who make our programs and events so successful. First, our outstanding board of directors, led by Chair Bill Magner, Vice Chair and Scientific Director Dr. Jim Mulshine, Vice Chair Joanne Piccolo, Treasurer Paul Fanoff, and Secretary Shabnam Kazmi. Our heartfelt thanks to our board member and celebrations expert, David Tutera. David's vision and talent have once again transformed the National Building Museum into the dazzling scene you see here tonight. David donates all his creative services, helping keep our costs low and fundraising ratio high. And after all, that's why we do this, to support our work. Thank you, David. We love you, and every year it's more beautiful than the year before. Thank you. This evening absolutely wouldn't be possible without our incredible gala volunteer leadership, who provided advice, counsel, and strategic direction throughout the process, and as I told you, it lasts about a year. Heartfelt thanks to our gala co-chairs, Anna Griffin, Jennifer Griffin, and Ted Ocon. And our gala executive committee, Nikki Curry, Kathy, Coach Kemper. Let me say that again in case the applause drowned out your name, Coach Kemper. Catherine Kennedy, Susanna Quinn, Lori Riley, and Jason Van Pelt. You all went above and beyond to help ensure a successful event. And thank you as well to our full dinner committee for all you did to bolster our fundraising efforts. We also wouldn't be here without our talented and hardworking staff and volunteers. We are so grateful to you. Our special events dynamic duo, Lorelei Matrani and Amanda Wallach, are the unstoppable team who brought this event to life. We can never thank them enough. You can clap. And finally, I'd like to recognize the talented leadership of our CEO, Jody Hoyos. It is now my pleasure to invite her to the stage as we thank this year's sponsors. Jody.
Thank you, Bo. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being with us to support the Prevent Cancer Foundation. The funds we raise tonight will ensure we can continue our life-saving work. It means more people will receive the critical information that early detection equals better outcomes, so they can get the routine screenings they need. Community partners can provide people who are medically underserved with access to screenings and services, and researchers can keep searching for the next big breakthrough. Because of you, we can empower people to stay ahead of cancer through cancer prevention and early detection. Now I'd like to take a minute to recognize our top sponsors. Their support tonight demonstrates their commitment to our shared goals and underscores the need for all of us to work together to end cancer as we know it. All of us from many different industries. Special thanks to our presenting sponsor, Gilead and Kite Oncology. I forgot to hold the applause to the end, but I won't judge you for a little team spirit at the tables. Okay, diamond level sponsors, Community Oncology Alliance, Daiichi Sankyo, Grail, Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, and the Shore Family Charitable Foundation. Platinum level sponsors, Merck, Novartis, Pharma, and Walmart. And our gold level sponsors, AmerisourceBergen, Bygene, Boeing, Bristol Myers Squibb, Citigroup, Design Cuisine, Duke Energy, EMD Serono, FedEx, Hologic, Lilly, the Midtown Group, National Retail Foundation, Pharmacosmos, Therapeutics, Regeneron, Sanofi, and Seagen. And now I feel like I know which teams are going to be on the dance floor first, based on the reaction. The full list of sponsors can be found in your programs. So, round of applause for everyone. Several of tonight's founders are also founding members of the Foundation's newly launched corporate membership program. This one-of-a-kind partnership gives us more opportunities to collaborate and exchange ideas throughout the year. If you're interested in the corporate membership program, please reach out to any of the Foundation team members. We all have these little ribbons that we're wearing. It is now my pleasure to introduce a special message from our presenting sponsor, Gilead and Kite Oncology. For more than 30 years, Gilead has pursued the impossible, working tirelessly to bring forward medicines for life-threatening illnesses like HIV, viral hepatitis, and COVID-19. Now, they're building on this legacy to break new ground in cancer treatment. Gilead is committed to developing patient-centered solutions and creating possibilities for people with overlooked, underserved, and difficult-to-treat cancers. Tonight, they want to elevate the voice of one of their patient partners and heroes, LaToya. Here is her story.
Having advanced cancer and the most aggressive breast cancer is really frightening. It was the saddest day of our life. My children are so young, and it just got to a point where I was like just begging God and just talking to God and saying, just keep me here for my children. Please let me just be here for them. And that's the most frightening part of it all, because they're so young and I just don't want to leave them without their mom. I just could not believe that I was diagnosed with triple-negative breast cancer at the age of 36. The one thing that people need to know about TNBC in particular is that TNBC is affecting younger women. This is something that it's killing us at alarming rates, and there needs to be more research regarding triple-negative breast cancer and why it's affecting African American women more than any other group and why we're dying at higher rates. I took a vow to myself after 2 months of dealing with this diagnosis that, okay, let's roll up the sleeves. There's work to do. You have 3 daughters who may or may not develop breast cancer as well. What can you do now to help them and to help other women? So in regards to social media, what that entails is just spreading awareness about breast cancer 365 days per year, because women are diagnosed with breast cancer every single day. I'm able to reach, hopefully hundreds of thousands of women globally so that they're educated about triple-negative breast cancer and the effects that it causes. Another woman can be touched by early detection. Early detection is the key. Finding this cancer early, knowing about your family health history, knowing if you're higher risk, to be screened earlier. I believe that nothing formed against me shall prosper, and this will not prosper, and that I can get through this as well, just like I've overcome everything else in my life. I'm beating it the best way I know how, and I know that I'm going to come out on the other side of the race at some point. I know that I am. My goal in life is to make sure that I can help other women not have to go through what I'm going through. That is exactly what I'm going to do.
Thank you, Gilead and Kite Oncology, and thank you, LaToya, for sharing your story. I'd now like to ask our gala co-chairs, Anna Griffin, Jennifer Griffin, and Ted Okon, to join me on the stage. It's time to honor our 2023 cancer champions, Senators Tom Carper and Shelley Capito. Sorry, could I have some water, please? Our champions are being recognized for their significant contributions to increasing access to prevention and early detection. Senator Carper is a longtime supporter of affordable and accessible health care for all Americans. Along with his significant engagement in crafting the passage, of the Affordable Care Act, he's also championed tobacco control legislation access to affordable tobacco cessation treatments and benefits for firefighters who, in the line of duty, increase their risk of cancer and other diseases. Unfortunately, due to a family emergency, Senator Carper is unable to be here tonight. He kindly recorded some remarks, so I ask that you once again turn your attention to the screens.
Well, good evening, everyone. I'm sorry that I can't be there in person with all of you tonight. It's an honor to accept this award, undeserved, but not unappreciated. I'm humbled by this recognition and grateful to you all for your hard work in continuing the fight against cancer. As I often like to say, in adversity lies opportunity. To me, this really captures that sentiment of the fight against cancer. Every one of us has a story about a personal connection or a story of a family member or a friend affected by cancer. My own family, both of my grandparents on my father's side, my dad's sister died of cancer, lung cancer, in 2 cases, one case leukemia. And while cancer is an ugly battle, it also presents an opportunity to stretch the bounds of science and innovation in order to save lives. I've been proud to play at least a small part throughout my time in the Senate. As chairman of the Environment and Public Works Committee, reducing air pollution linked to cancer from our nation's power plants has been a top priority. I'm also proud to have worked with Senator Susan Collins to pass the Federal Firefighters Fairness Act again last year. This bill ensures federal firefighters receive the support they deserve when they contract illnesses or diseases such as certain cancers associated with the performance of their duties. We each have our part to play. I'm thankful to each and every one of you for your continuing this good fight. Let me close tonight by congratulating Senator Capito for receiving this award this evening as well. She's a wonderful partner and friend and a West Virginia native as I am. And I'm honored to help lead the Environmental and Public Works Committee with her. So thank you all, and God bless. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Carper. We're so sorry you couldn't be with us tonight. Among the many ways Senator Shelley Moore Capito has supported cancer prevention legislatively, she is being recognized tonight for her introduction of the Screening for Communities to Receive Early and Equitable Needed Services for Cancer Act, also known as the SCREEN Act, which would reauthorize the National Breast and Cervical Cancer Early Detection Program of the CDC to ensure more women have access to life-saving cancer screenings. Senator Capito, please accept this award and honor us with a few remarks. It's so good to see you again. There, it's beautiful. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's heavy, so let me take it. Thank you.
Well, Bo, as you exit the stage, there's one thing I've learned. She is the biggest and greatest champion that we could ever have in the fight against cancer. So thank you. It's an honor to receive this award. As my compatriot Senator Carper said, I'm not sure it's deserving. He and I are the chair and ranking member on the Environment and Public Works Committee. We work very well, and with what we see going on right now this week, as we don't know what's going to happen, please take faith. The two of us work really well together, so we're happy about that. LaToya's story was so compelling to me, and I thank her for telling her story, because we have to tell our stories, because that's what convinces families, people, researchers, innovators to continue the good work that we see going on. And I'd like to thank the Princess and everything that you're doing in your beautiful country of Jordan, but also globally to help fight this scourge of cancer. So thank you so much for what you've done, and what you will do. So research, education, outreach, advocacy, the Prevent Cancer Foundation is absolutely essential. Your efforts are undoubtedly save lives and will save more lives in the future. But you know what, for all of us in this audience today, cancer is intensely personal. My personal story is my husband, who's here with me today, lost his mother at a very young age of breast cancer, and his father as well. And so what we've seen over the course of the years has just been amazing in terms of treatment, but also saving lives and keeping that quality alive and helping caregivers as well. So both of us are very grateful for what we see you all do here at the Prevent Cancer Foundation. My state of West Virginia has particular issues with cancer in all kinds of different ways, and that's why my work in the United States Senate has compelled me to try to be an active member to find not just cures, but also research and ways to manage the disease. You know, I got very involved with Senator Jack Reed of Rhode Island on the STAR Act, the Childhood Cancer Act. We have a new childhood cancer center in our state of West Virginia to sit down and talk to those families and hear the compelling stories that they have, and their journeys are incredible. And so I hope in our small way we've been able to help them as well. So I'm going to be there right there with you to maintain that hope, that good feeling, that optimism, that, you know, the next best thing is there, because you know what, it really is. With all the innovators that we have and the companies that we have in the room that are working day and night to try to manage the difficult issues in front of us, both on preventive, diagnostic, and then of course research and treatment. So thank you very much. We move closer every day to a day that is cancer-free. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator Capito. Please join us in once again congratulating both of this year's cancer champions. Thank you all for being here tonight. Now please do enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you, everyone. I hope everyone enjoyed their meals. If you could take a seat, our program is about to continue. Before we continue, I want to say a special thanks to my friends and family, especially my mother, Carolyn, a strong cancer survivor who's here with us tonight. None of us would get through a cancer diagnosis without our loved ones, and I know I wouldn't be here without mine. Now I want to remind you one last time to place your final bids for the silent auction. We have some incredible items in tonight's auction, but it will close at 9:30 p.m. sharp, so get those bids in, please. And now, of course, it's time for one of my favorite parts of the evening, the Lighting the Way to Prevention Pledge Drive. I love this part of the program because it's an opportunity for us to truly show our support for the Prevent Cancer Foundation and the important work the foundation does all year long. I'm so proud to share the stage tonight with a fellow breast cancer survivor who will jumpstart our Lighting the Way to Prevention segment with her personal story. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Fox 5 journalist and breast cancer survivor, Ayesha Khan.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Ayesha Khan, and in July of 2021, just a few months before my 40th birthday, my life took an unexpected turn when I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. The journey that followed included a single mastectomy of my right breast, followed by 16 grueling rounds of chemotherapy, and then 30 rounds of radiation. While I'm still in the midst of long-term treatment, I stand before you tonight on a mission that transcends my personal battle. My commitment is twofold. Firstly, I am resolute in my determination to advocate for my own health, to persevere through the challenges, and to inspire and motivate others to do the same. Secondly, I am dedicated to raising awareness about cancer prevention and the critical importance of early detection. Now, admittedly, my own diagnosis did not come at an early stage. However, I made a solemn promise to myself that I would not let anyone else follow the same path of delay or hesitation when it comes to seeking medical attention. It was this conviction that led me to share my story and my mission through the Prevent Cancer Foundation. Now, I vividly remember reaching out to the foundation on the very day I was scheduled for my mastectomy. Driven by my desire to document this life-altering journey, I utilized my platform as a journalist, reporter at Fox 5 DC. I embarked on a remarkable 7-part series titled Cancer, Fight Over Fear. The response to this series was overwhelming, and as countless viewers were inspired to prioritize their health and commit to regular mammograms after hearing my story. My advocacy extends beyond the screen as I actively participate in various fundraising events and collaborate with organizations like the Prevent Cancer Foundation. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you tonight to once again share my story and my unwavering message of early detection, prevention, and importance of saving lives. Cancer, as we all know, does not discriminate by age, gender, or time. It is my fervent belief that if something doesn't feel right, you should not hesitate. Speak up, advocate for your health, and ask questions, lots of them. It is equally important to make a habit of checking your health even when everything does feel fine. Get that routine screening recommended for you before signs or symptoms appear, and give yourself the best chance of better outcomes. Together we can make a difference, spreading the vital message that early detection and prevention are our most potent weapons in the battle against the formidable adversary. Thank you so much for your attention and for joining me in this critical mission.